Good evening.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. As we approach the celebration of America's birth date, a nation of independence, we celebrate, but sometimes we forget the reason why we are celebrating. We are celebrating because America was founded for a religious purpose. It was for religious liberty. It was from the pulpits that the national cry for freedom arose. It was from men such as Reverend John Wise, also known as the father of independence, from whose sermons words were taken, including God created all men equal, and every man must be acknowledged by the state as equal. All men everywhere need to be acknowledged by the state as equal. Further, words such as consent of the governed is the only legitimate basis for government, and taxation without representation. It was the Reverend Jonathan Mayhew, the father of civil liberty, who was the first clergyman to begin preaching in England against tyranny. The most influential thought leaders of America were ministers of the gospel and the Christian faith: John Locke, John Witherspoon, William Penn, William Bradford, James Garfield, and many others, including Frederick Augustus Muhlenberg, who was one of the ones who signed and framed the Bill of Rights. John Quincy Adams said this: there are 3 points of doctrine, the belief of which forms the foundation of all morality. The first is the existence of God. The second is the immortality of the human soul. And the third is a future states of rewards and punishment. Should a man disbelieve any one of these 3 articles of faith, that man will have no other conscience and no other law than that of the tiger and the shark. Solomon in Israel, the wisest man who ever lived, wrote a proverb, and he said, there is a way that seems right to men, but the end thereof are the ways of death. And I close with the quote from George Washington in his farewell address. And he said, of all the dispositions and habits that lead to political prosperity, morality and religion are indispensable supports. Thank you.